Welcome guys. In this chapter, we are going to understand the concept of CSS transform. The CSS transform allow us to move, rotate, scale and skew elements. We can perform following transformation with CSS transform property. Translate X, translate Y, translate. It moves the element along the X or Y axis or both the axis. Rotate. It rotates the element by the angle specified. Scale X, scale Y, scale. It changes the element width and height by the scale factor specified either in number or percent. Skew X, skew Y, skew. It skew the element by the angle specified. We can use transition property along with the transform to create amazing animations. Here is the boilerplate code for our demo, which simply has a div with class item, and our preview simply look like this. Now let's add the CSS to see the CSS transform property. Let me give height as 150, width as 150, and our background color as blue. So it look like same as our CSS transition property. Okay, and same as like margin 100 pixel and auto. Okay, and now let's have the transform property, and then let's translate. Okay, that is move to the x-axis with 200 pixel. Now if I save it, okay, then you can see our box is now already moved to the 200 pixel from its original position. Okay, now let's also try to move our uh, element to the y-axis, okay, with a 200 pixel. Save it, and there you go. Right, so now what happened is with the translate y value, our box has moved toward the y-axis as 200 pixel. Now to get the effect of moving from x and y axis, both the axes, we need to use translate. Okay, 200 pixel x, 200 pixel y. If I remove this, okay, and there you go. Right, so now our box was originally at this position. Now it is moving 200 pixel from x-axis and 200 pixel from y-axis. Okay, now the actual use case of transform happens when we use it along with the transition property. Okay, that is, we want to move the box 200 pixel x-axis and 200 pixel y-axis on its hover. Right, then this transform property is very useful. For example, item hover. Okay, and now if I just move this property here, okay, now you can see this. You see that effect? Okay, if I hover it, it goes there. Okay, now this is happening very quick, right? So that's why let's use that transition property and just give it as all, and just use 1 second as a duration, and ease in out as a our timing function. And now if just see the effect. Okay, do you see effect? It is happening very smoothly now. Okay, so this is the power of the transform and transition. Now let's see different kind of transformation. Now let's try to rotate our box by 90 degree. So transform and then rotate 90 degree. Okay, if I save it, then you can see. Okay, if I make it 180 degree, then it looks like a circular. Okay, nice. Let me give like 250 pixel. Okay, okay, now it is moving okay differently. Anyway, so now let's try to scale our box, that is scale x, okay, with a 2. Okay, if I does this, then you can see our box is now increasing by 2, that is double. And similarly, if I do scale y 2, then it only happen at y-axis. Okay, and if I want both, then we need to give this scale 2 2, and there you go, right? Here you notice that the latest transform property will override the previous ones. Okay, so these have no effect right now. You can see this. Okay, now let's see skew value, skew, and x and 40 degree. Okay, save it, and on hover, let's see. Okay, and similarly skew y 40 degree. Okay, it's happening like that. And if I want to skew to both x and y axis, then we need to give two values, that is 40 degree and x and 40 degree y. Okay, save it, over it, and you can see this. Okay, so if I give 10 10, and then you can see. Okay, and let's have more fun, and let me comment it out, and let's use this scale. Okay, and scale to double, and then border radius to 50%. Okay, then let's see what happened. Okay, so that's like it's going circular, or it is now a oval shape. Okay, also if I add like a background color to red, okay, and see how it works. Okay, so it's going rectangle to oval shape. Very nice. Okay, so that's how you can create an amazing animation with the help of transform and transition. I hope you understood the concept of transform here, and you will use this in your project effectively. Thank you for watching. See you in the next chapter.